welcome to Unwritten Stories of Significance. This young lady who I'm going to be talking to tonight is not only beautiful inside and out, but has a very unique story. Her name is Milan Edralin, and we met at one of my events. And I wanted to follow up with her. I wanted to find out more about her. Keeping a long story short, her story will inspire you and let you know to listen to your own voice. With no further ado, Milan Edralin. Hi, Milan.
Hi, Joy. How are you?
Good, 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 sweetheart. Thank you so much, hon, for taking the time because I know that you are one busy lady. Or should I say productive, productive.
Yes, yes, I am definitely very busy. Oh, there's a mosquito coming to say hi. Um, yeah, no,
Oh,
I've been busy, but I'm super happy to be here. So
oh, you're so welcome, honey. So how have you been?
I've been good. Again, busy dancing. I'm doing my business here. And yeah, just kind
Awesome, honey.
of.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have you introduce yourself to our viewers because I know about you and all the exciting things that you're doing and the new things that you're going to be doing in the fall. So if you'd like to introduce yourself for us, Milan, that'd be great.
Yeah. So my name is Milan. I'm 20 years old. I have a little pet sitting business right now that I had just started up past in the past April, May. Um, I'm actually dog sitting right now, so that's fun. I'm a dancer. I've been dancing since I was about 3 years old. And I am also a university dropout. So
Okay. All righty. Now, throughout our pre-interview, you shared, I said, what is it that we'd like to title this show? And then we're sitting there and you were sitting there on your side, on my side. And then you said transitioning. And I said, transitioning into life, transitioning into school life.
Mhm.
And that touched me because that is an ongoing conversation with young people right now. So you've got a business going, you're a dancer, and you're doing other things. So why did you choose that topic? And then we can take it from there.
um, I think I chose this topic mainly because it has been a very big thing for me in the past few months. A lot has changed for me.
Yes.
A lot of it had to do with school. A lot of it had to do with what I was deciding to do with my life. Finally, kind of taking hold of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think, a lot of even like my peers who are, still in university are kind of going through the same thing of where they're like, I don't know what I'm going to do after this. And so yeah, I thought it would be a great opportunity to talk about it.
Awesome. What school did you go to?
I went to U of T, so University of Toronto in
Oh,
Mississauga.
okay. And what were you taking at the time?
I was a criminology and sociology major.
Okay. And why did you feel that wasn't for you?
Um, it was very interesting to me. Um, it was interesting. I, enjoyed the topic, but it w- I knew that I wasn't going to be happy if I had finished it, if I had gone into that field. Um,
Yes.
I knew I wasn't going to be happy because as much as, it is very interesting, like, I love watching, forensic files, like all the CSI stuff.
Hmm.
Um, but I am a very emotional person. And I don't think that I would be able to be around so much, like sadness and
Yes.
just like a lot of negative emotions.
Yes.
I don't think I would have been able to be around that for long without breaking down.
I hear you. Do you remember back when you made that decision?
Yes.
Can you share that?
Yeah, it was again, I remember it like it was yesterday because it pretty much almost was.
Yes.
um, it was very it was it was the most sure decision I've ever had. I
Okay.
was very sure of it. Um, the few things that were holding me back was what my family was going to think of me, um, and where I was going to go after I had made that decision, because that was still very much up in the air at the time. Mainly because, I think, especially in Asian culture, it's very much like school is the path to everything.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think that those were my two main things. Like, it was my family and what I was going to do afterwards. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to think about what I'm going to say here now, and I'm saying it with love. What made you stand your ground, though? What you say, okay, I'm going to go back. I'm just going to go back. Like, what made you stand your ground to say, no, this is my life. If I'm going to live it, I'm going to live it.
Um, Obviously, because again, like I had said before, like I had never felt so sure of something in
Right.
my life. I knew that it was going to be the decision that I wanted.
Right.
Um, I always felt too that I had gone to university because it was what my family wanted. Um,
Hmm.
you know, it wasn't it wasn't a when I chose to go to university, it wasn't a I really want to do this. Like, it wasn't like this is what I want to do, and like this is what I'm for sure wanting to do with my life. It was more of like okay, I'm done high school, so I guess university is the next step.
Right. Right.
um yeah. So, yeah.
Is there a lot of pressure when you're in high school besides your family? Okay, because a lot of young people deal with that now and moving forward. But when you're in high school, and all of a sudden you're in grade 11, you got to keep those marks up because you got to put in those applications, and 12 comes and like, oh my God, okay, I'm at this railroad. Do you feel that pressure? Because your message right now on Unwritten Stories of Significance is powerful. So did you feel that pressure, Milan?
Yeah, 100%. I always say that I think um the second semester of grade 11 and my first semester of grade 12 were my absolute hardest years. 2019 was my absolute hardest year.
Wow.
um because it was the year where I was like, oh god, like this is happening, like
Yeah.
I'm getting older, like I have to choose what I'm going to do for the rest of my life.
Right.
And choosing that and having to get the grades to get there um is very, very nerve-wracking, and it's almost like if you don't get there, you're beneath everybody else. If you
Mhm.
don't get to university, you're beneath everybody else. That's what it felt like to me. um
Mhm.
and especially as somebody who had gotten very good grades, like in grade like 10, 9, 10, pretty much throughout my schooling career, like I had gotten pretty good grades.
Right.
um and I found that, like, once that pressure was put on me to like actually like really, really perform, like I got so stressed out. um like I was not doing well, even in the classes that I used to do well in, like I was
Yeah.
just not having it. So yeah.
Wow. What would you like as a young woman, now that you've made your decisions and doing extremely well at your decisions and your goals, and you are, what would you like to see within the curriculum and a message to parents from Milan?
Within the curriculum, mm, that's a tough one. um More skills about choosing what you want to do. um
Right.
I think there's such a mainstream
Right.
in the high school, like in high school, in just like in like, what's it called, academics in
Yes.
general.
Yes. You're doing it right. You're saying it right.
um it's very to the books, it's very, memorize things.
Yes.
um and what, like, kids and parents, I'm sure you know, as a parent, as a grown up, stuff isn't about memorizing things. It's
Right.
about experience, but it's about hands-on. It's about,
Yes,
learning how to handle money. It's
that's
about
right.
learning how to handle, personal transactions. Um, and they don't teach that in school.
No.
They don't. And that is, I don't know how they would implement that into this curriculum, but I hoped they would. In a perfect world, they would. Um,
Yes.
to parents, that's a big one. Um,
Just from your heart. Just from your heart. Parents in all, parents in general.
parents in general, teach your kid how to figure things out for themselves. Um,
Yes.
teach your kid not to conform to what everybody else wants you to do.
Yes.
Um, teach your kids to try new stuff,
Yes.
even if it scares them,
Mhm.
because you know, making that decision not to go back to school was very scary, but I don't regret it in the least. Um, yeah,
And trust.
and trust the process.
Yes. And trust them. I don't want to take away from your message, but being a parent myself, Sean and I, with our son Michael, who has done what he believes to do, and he went into school, he changed what he wanted to do. He changed his program to do what he wanted to do when holding that degree at the end of that undergraduate. If it be you or anybody, and listening. And that's what we gave him, because I was in a family that was very strict. So I understand, and I totally understand that. And you are amazing, hon. You really, really are with what you do. On that note, I'm going to add these couple of minutes and seconds to your next segment because it's going to be powerful and you're going to share with our viewers what the next chapter is of Milan. Stay tuned. We'll be right back, guys. Welcome back to Unwritten Stories of Significance with Milan Edralin. Milan, the reason why I'm laughing is because the conversation was incredible off camera. And I'm going to ride on that wave
Yep.
because it was phenomenal. Now you did what you wanted to do, left school, and wanted to focus on what you love to do. So tell me, I want to start off with Kindred. You started off a little bit and you talked about in the first segment that you also dance.
Mhm.
So tell me about Kindred, my love, because I'm waiting to see this come September 23.
Yeah. So Kindred is a hip hop studio in Mississauga. Um, they are my dance family. They have been my dance family for the past year. Um, I've never had a group of people, of just good people, and I've said this to them before. They're just amazing, and like they've been helping me grow um physically, um inside as well. Just they're just amazing, and just obviously great dancers, great teachers. um yeah, and so they've been helping me with, I've learned so much. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what I was saying while I was off camera. Now I'm like going pulling blank.
No, no, no. You're passionate about what you're talking about, and you're just overwhelmed because you could talk so much about it, and the words are just not coming to you, right? So
Yeah, that's it.
it's all good, honey. It's all so. Just to go back a little bit now. So, how long have you been dancing?
I've been dancing since I was 3.
Three
So
years old.
yeah.
So, what kind of a dancing were you doing?
Um, I was doing everything. I was doing, my main thing was acrobatics,
Okay.
and my second thing, I really love jazz. I was also doing ballet, contemporary tap. and obviously hip hop. So
Wow. And now you posted something recently on Instagram on an event that you did in Shelburne. Was it a month ago or something?
yeah, yeah,
Okay. So being a dancer, do you also do the choreograph too? Am I saying that right? I always have a problem saying that word.
choreography. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. I was teaching a few classes up in Shelburne. It was just like a beginner thing. I've always wanted to choreo. I find that choreography is my outlet. I really, really love choreographing. I don't know if I'm the greatest at it, but it's very therapeutic for me because I get to kind of express what's going on in my head, you know, um, through music and through movement. It's two of my favorite things.
Okay, I'm going to write on that one. Why is it important, because this is a platform for young people, to have an outlet?
Oh
So
God.
you said it's therapeutic, you can just express yourself, you can just go into your zone. Why? Why?
There's so much going on in young kids' lives right now. Like,
Yes,
and as a young kid, I still think I'm a kid. 100% I feel like a kid. Um, and I'm gonna go back to high school because I remember that was the time that I really, really needed dance. Um, when I was in high school and even into my university, dance was always the thing that brought me back. Dance was always the thing that would ground me when I was having a really bad day. Um, when the books are too much, when the lectures are way too much, you're going through 3-hour lectures. You need to get up, you need to get up, you need to move.
yeah,
And finding that one track that speaks to you and just moving to it, even if it's not like even if it's not actually a dance, like it could just be like a two-step. Like if you're just
right,
two-stepping, like you're moving, like you're getting
right.
it out. You don't have to say anything. Like you don't have to say anything, you just move. And I think that was one of the most therapeutic things for me. And the people, when you're dancing with good people, when you're sessioning with good people, like we'll do like a big cipher. People will go in the middle, and they'll hype you up when and like this happens all the time at Kindred Culture. um you know, they will push you into the middle. And even if you mess up, like they will yell and they will scream and they will like just cheer you right on. And that's the kind of people that you need in your circle when you're having a bad day. So,
So just give it a visualize here now. So you're in a circle, and then they'll just see Milan and go, okay, go for it. I'll
yeah.
put you in the, and then you just start doing your thing.
Yep. Or, other people will go in by themselves. It's a very empowering thing. If you've ever seen it, like, on the internet, like people go look at it, go watch. And you can find these anywhere. Like it's amazing.
Wow.
Like, and
Wow.
one of my most like the best ones to watch is Crump. I
Is
love
what?
Crump circles.
Oh,
Yeah, Crump ciphers are insane. They're
ah,
very, very powerful.
oh my God. So are you going to be doing anything in Shelburne upcoming?
I am possibly doing a little 6-week program.
Yes.
Just like a little 6-week beginner program. I had to stop doing the ones that I was doing earlier this summer just because everybody was on vacation.
Yeah,
Um, it just kind of like started trickling out. So I was kind of like, maybe I'll wait.
that's
um,
right.
but yeah, I'm hoping to do that in beginning in the fall.
Okay.
Um, yeah.
All right. That is, maybe we can do a story on you too, honey. Here. That'll be good. Come on down and film you and do your thing. And yeah, we could talk more on that. All right.
I could talk for ages about dance. So as you can tell, there's a
Good
lot
for
I
you.
can say.
Good for you, honey. Good for you. This is the platform for it. But now I want to touch upon your pet sitting business, right? Because you've done so much with your life and you're continuing to do it a lot. Can you share that with those little babies and bad boys that you share there?
Yes. So I'm actually, I don't know if I said this in the beginning, but I'm actually dog sitting right now. I've
Okay.
got two sweet babies here, Bear and Mabel, and they are
Okay.
sweet. They're very cute. Um, but yeah, so I started in April. Um, I decided I just needed something that, you know, is not, I wouldn't say it's easy.
Yeah.
But dogs are, again, another one of my therapies. Just being around dogs, you know, petting them, like they're very pure. Like every intention
Hmm.
that they have is pure. Um,
Yes.
you know, pure love, you know,
Yes.
just, just happy. Like they're just very
Unconditional.
unconditional love. Exactly.
Yes.
Um, so, you know, like being with them, taking care of them. I know lots, like pretty much every single person that I've went to meet and like do a meet and greet with.
Hmm.
They've been telling me like these like awful stories about like dog sitters who have come in their homes and like they either don't take care of the dog, or you know they leave the dog unattended and then the dog runs off. um so you know I'm partially making it my business to change that,
Yeah.
um and just give everybody a good experience, the people who need it, the dogs who need it, um just giving them that good experience, giving that little staycation while their parents are out and about. So, yeah. And I'm also dog grooming at PetSmart. And I've really been enjoying. It's challenging,
Yeah.
but it's also very rewarding, especially when you get dogs with like, you know, if they're, you know, super nervous and you get through it okay and they seem calm. You know, if they have like really long nails, they look like they've been neglected. um it's very rewarding to see, you know, what can come of your doing.
And if I might say this, listening to you as you explain, when it's very therapeutic and your outlet, you can go for a nice long walk. The love is there, and they're listening to you if you're talking to them. If you're bathing them and then you're grooming them, you can talk to them and they're listening. And it's just that soundboard.
Hmm.
Am I right?
Yeah, 100%. It's just the presence of them. Like
Yeah.
it's like I've got Mabel sitting right next to me right now, and I'm just like, oh, she's happy. Like
Yes.
that I'm making them happy makes me happy. So I think, yeah, that's
I don't, sorry?
no, I was done.
No, no, no. That's important. It's important to say what you're saying, honey. That's why I was like, I don't want to miss anything that you're saying. But this came to mind as I'm listening. Why is it important? Because this is a platform for young people to take care of themselves. Why? Why is it important to do what they want to do and to genuinely love themselves and listen to their hearts?
Because just because um
Yes.
you know, and I think that that's still something that I'm trying to learn.
Yes.
um I definitely struggle with anxiety and depression a lot. um and you know, my boyfriend has been helping me a lot with learning, you know, just to eat good, sleep good, um do stuff you enjoy, because if you don't, like I find that even if I miss a meal, like I can feel my mood drop instantly, you know, especially if I'm in a rut.
Mm,
um and then, you know, if you don't have those three basic necessities, like you can't do anything else.
that's right.
So if you're, you know, wanting to go to school but you're not eating properly, um you're not going to do well in school. And again, this is something that I'm definitely still learning. My boyfriend would be like, yeah, Milan. Like, eat. um but yeah, and don't take it too hard. Like if you do, you know, miss one thing, if you know, don't sleep properly one night, don't take it to heart. Like everybody has bad days. um
That's
I don't know if
right.
I answered the question, but
No, it did. No, 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 no. You tracked that right back. Yes, it did. from Milan Eldrin. It came from your heart and soul. We only have 45 seconds left.
Okay.
What word? I know you click, so I'm gonna go click too. What would you like to leave with our listeners? What words of wisdom? Only have 30 seconds.
Just take it easy. Especially in school. School will always be there. I realized, like, once I ended university, that like you can always go back to it. If it doesn't work, if it's not working for you, leave it alone and try and find something else that will.
Yes, honey. Milan, I enjoyed you immensely. I can't wait to work with you more. We're going to talk more about Kindred there and do our thing. But I want to thank you from my heart, sweetheart.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you. I
You're,
appreciate it. I
you're
appreciate
welcome.
you the space.
Sorry?
I said I appreciate you giving me this space.
You are welcome anytime, beautiful girl. Give me the heart.